Hi there, I have a collective message for you for this week. We are in our second week of Mercury Retrograde, so keep that in mind. I have just gotten into the records. I'm going to close my eyes for a second and just see what message the records have for you. Okay, so if you're watching this video, I think this message is for you because when I open the records for these kinds of videos, I address them to anyone that tunes in to watch. And so that's you. Hello. And so the message that the Akashic Records wants to give to us this week is one of peace. And essentially what they're asking of you and of me and of us is to find what brings us peace and to give more of our energy to that. Okay, so this isn't about having fun. It's not about being productive. It's not about action, but it's about peace. And so whatever that means to you, maybe that is just snuggling up with your cat or your dog. Maybe that's going for a walk outside or spending time in nature. Maybe you don't know what brings you peace. Maybe it's cleaning the house. Okay, whatever it is, they want you to give more of your time and your energy to that. And if you don't know what exactly brings you peace here, what they want you to do is start paying attention. And essentially, if you're paying attention, that means that you're being mindful. Okay, so just be mindful in the things that you do. When you take your dog for a walk, ask yourself, does this feel peaceful to me or not? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you live in New York City and you're walking your dog and there's trains and buses and, barking dogs and cars, and that doesn't feel peaceful to you. Maybe it's when you're doing the dishes. Maybe it's when you're driving. Maybe it's in meditation, right? So what they want you to do is really explore what brings you peace, name what brings you peace. And if you can do that already, then give your time, give your energy, give space to that so that you have more peace in your life. And now, why they're saying to do this is because when we have more peace in our life, what they're saying is that we then are more productive. We're more ready for action. We are more apt to do right, not just by ourselves, but by those around us, by those we love, in our business, in our life, in our relationships. Okay, so it's just really important right now, especially with Mercury retrograde. It's really important right now to fill ourselves with as much peace as we can, right? In whatever form that takes. Maybe that is baking a nice cake and eating a big piece of it. Maybe that is what brings you peace. Do more of that, okay? And then you get to share the cake with others. You get to share that peace with others, right? Maybe your peace comes from going to church. Maybe your peace comes from prayer. Maybe your peace comes from spending really quality time with your children, okay? And that doesn't mean watching a TV show or driving them to soccer, but playing a game with them, coloring with them, talking to them, right? So this week, let's really explore what brings us peace. And if we already know that and we don't need to explore it, let's really make it a point to make that a part of our schedule and a priority in our life, okay? It's really important for mind, body, and soul. So I would love to know in the comments what brings you peace. And if you need help, a tip from the records, go into meditation and ask your higher self what you need to do to bring more peace to your life. And in the comments, let me know what comes up for you. Thank you so much for joining me. That is our collective message for this week. And I don't know the date because what is time? But I'll write it down in the description. But that's for this week, whatever it is, the 5th or something. And so that's what the collective message is for you. I will be doing these types of messages every week, so make sure that you subscribe, and I'll also pepper in some other witchy woo-woo tips and messages as they come. If you'd like to participate in moon rituals, you can sign up for my mailing list. I send free full and new moon rituals that you can do at home to honor the moon and its cycles, from manifesting to releasing. You can also find me on social media. Most of my social medias are Akashic Danny. So I'm Danny, and it has been a pleasure, and I hope that you all have a wonderful and very peaceful week ahead. See you soon.